All right, boy, I tell you, it's got to feel pretty good, right? I mean, you guys get to still do some work this week. It's got to feel good being in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, this was the next goal that we had to achieve. It was making the playoffs, and we knew we needed 3 points to get in, and we knew we had 3 games to do it, and that was the message today. And the boys came out and played to our identity.
How big of a deal is this for the organization? The Panthers make the playoffs, the Rampage make the playoffs. It's been a while since that's happened in the organization. How does that kind of translate down into everybody that's part of this?
Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to achieve as an organization from top to bottom, is that playoff, the championship mentality. When the Panthers and the Spurs Sports and Entertainment got back together, that was the idea, was to put a quality product on the ice here that the fans could embrace. And I mean, you see what we were able to do at attendance-wise on a Sunday afternoon. I think the fans have embraced us. They have embraced the team's embraced them. And, I think it's going to be a quality relationship moving forward.
This has got to be a weird statistic, but Jan Denis is 1-2 against you guys, and he's given up 2 goals. I mean, that's quite a thing about the whole series you've had with these guys. I mean, it's just been really tight, and goals have been hard to come by.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've won 2 1-0 games. They've won a 1-0 game. So we knew this was going to be a tight defensive game, and one of our messages to the boys going in was we're comfortable going 0-0 even late into the game. And I thought the guys were really comfortable with that. We played to our game. We chipped pucks out. We chased. And, we bent it sometimes, but we never broke in the third period. And we were able to sustain some pressure and create some scoring chances.
Is the lack of a power play any kind of a concern for you going into the playoffs? I mean, the Bruins won a cup last year without a power play, but I mean, is that something that you're kind of hoping that might emerge during the series?
Well, yeah, we've talked all year about getting timely goals. For some reason, our power play has been very effective on the road and not on home. So maybe with us being a 6th seed, having to play more road games now in the power play, that'll pay dividends for us. But yeah, I mean, that's some things we just got to simplify some things. We're getting shot opportunities and passing off, or when we finally do get shots, we don't have enough traffic. So there's some different things we got to break down and simplify some things. But we have the skill in the room to get it done. We have the structure in place, and now it's just executing the structure.
Well, now looking back, I know you haven't had much time to kind of think about this, but looking back over the season didn't start well for the team. Where do you kind of see where things started to come together to where you're at this point now, where you're in the playoffs?
Thanksgiving. The road trip where we beat Grand Rapids and Chicago. We lost to Rockford, but we got Dove. Especially with Markey being injured, Dove really got us through that middle stretch of the season, gave us a chance to win a lot of games. You saw our special teams went through the roof, really. I mean, you look at our numbers, a lot of our numbers are really low due to that first 10 to 15 games there. And then we finally, getting Dove, getting Markey healthy here, making the trade for Matsumoto, making the trade for Sullivan. Some of the little things along the way, and guys getting chances to get up, giving those guys opportunities, and different people stepping up at different times. This was a truly an organizational effort. Even some guys that didn't play tonight, like Seabrook and Marshall and Vive and Devin and Hazen and Foster, I think Foster had 4 or 5 wins for us. So all those guys contributed in one way, shape, or form to get us to where we are right now.
Going into the playoffs, what's your feeling? I mean, the conference is so tight that there's really not a whole lot of difference between the 8th seed and the 1st seed. I mean, what's the mentality going in?
Yeah, worried about first period of game 1 against Chicago. We know we're at a 3-6 matchup. We open up with Chicago on Thursday. They play here again game 2 on Saturday. Then we go there for 1 to 3 games for games 3, 4, and 5 potentially. We've matched up well with them this year, but playoffs are a new series. I think we had 4 1-goal games against them. So, they're a veteran team that can really score. So we got to make sure we're prepared right from the get-go.
Coach, what do you think about the Markstrom job today?
Markey bounced.
At the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, Markey really bounced back. Last night he gave up 3 goals on 17 shots there against Houston. And part of one of the moves I did to pull him, I was mentally prepared that I was going to give him today. So that was a situation. Dove last night gave us a chance to get potential points in the game last night. And our goaltending's been a strength of ours, and Markey showed why he's a big-time goaltender.
him the shot he stops.
Yeah, when he makes saves look easy, he's playing very well. He makes some very hard saves look very easy. He takes up a lot of the net and does a very good job with that.
Well, you got the guys going there. You got the big goal. It's I was looking here. It's been a while since you've been on the score sheet, so must be feeling pretty good that you were able to make the big goal today.
Yeah, felt really good for sure.
Now, what was Billy gave us his version of the play. Now you were on the receiving end of the pass. What was your angle on the play?
It was a good play by everybody. Kearnsey got it low to Bill, and then I just went to that. Bill made a good pass and got a shot, followed it, got my rebound, and went in.
It's kind of weird where you guys have beaten Deneen twice by 1-0 games. I mean, it just really makes your goal, I guess, stand out even more. But I mean, how impressive is that to be able to beat that team 1-0?
It's good, you know. We can. It says a lot about us to be able to win a game like that, 1-0. Play sound defensively, and it's kind of our calling card right now is strong defense, and it's a big win for sure.
Is that they say that defense wins cups and that sort of thing? Now, is that kind of like what your mantra is going to be in going into the playoffs? Is that this kind of fits right into what you guys can do best?
Yeah, I think we've been sticking with that for a long time now. I think we limit the other team's chances pretty good, especially this last month or two, and I think for sure we're going to keep that carried over into the playoffs.
Does it make any difference to you guys who you play, or is it just it's important that you guys are still playing?
Yeah, not at all. It doesn't make a difference. We're excited whoever we play. We're playing Chicago, so we're excited about it.
I know you haven't been here, but this is the first time in 4 years, only the third time this franchise has been in the playoffs. Does that have any impact in the room there? I mean, are you guys kind of aware of the history here and how important this is, or?
I don't know. I mean, in a way, yes, but we're all just doing what we can to make the playoffs. Not working harder. We're just working as hard as we can every night. So.
All right. It seems like you guys are pretty darn good when you get that first goal. How big was that tonight here against the team like Oklahoma City?
Yeah, that was huge. That was our mindset to come out, play hard the beginning, the first period, especially considering Saturday in Houston. We came out real slow, real flat. I know the score was 0-0 at the first in Houston, but easily could have been 3-0 in the first instead of the second. But we finished well in Houston. Obviously a little too late, but. We had the mindset. Obviously, we have the playoffs in our hands when we come into the last game, and so that's good. We obviously didn't want to rely on somebody else to get us in, and so we had one to come out with a big start. Put the pressure on them. They've been traveling all week too. It might not have meant as much to them this game, but it's definitely real important to us.
So, from your standpoint, from the crease man there. Going into this game tonight, you knew pretty much that, you could back into the playoffs, but I'm pretty sure that you guys had the mindset that you wanted to win this game. What was your thinking going into this one today?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody in this team after last night's game, we really went out and we were all confident that go out there and work hard for 60 minutes and we're going to win this game.
From a personal standpoint, you look down the ice and you see the AHL goaltender of the year, and he's a great goaltender, Jan Denis. And from your perspective, is it something that you take really a lot of enjoyment in, that you were able to get this win over him and his team?
No, I don't care one bit about that. I went out there, I wanted to win. I want to win for this team. I want to win for everybody who got something to do in this organization and for the fans, And I don't care if what goalie is playing in the other net. I just want to win for this team, and I think everybody's thinking that way.
It just seemed like you got quite of an enjoyment there at the end. You could do that. That's kind of becoming a signature move for you when you win, especially, I guess, the shutout. But you just kind of
I'm happy. Really we're winning a hockey game. You're happy. I love playing hockey. I love winning.
So, any doubts at all about this game today, or did you guys pretty much feel like this was one that you were gonna win? Or?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody in the locker room were great before the game. We would warm up. Everybody knew what was going to take out there to get 2 points, and we did it. So it feels great, and everybody did a great job.
Now, how about you? How do you put last night's game behind you? It was a rough game for for you. You gave up the 3 goals early in the second period there. So mentally, how do you kind of put that in the back door and you just come back and play like you played today?
Oh, it's easy. I felt great last night, but you know the 3 pucks went in the second. Even though I took the feeling I had from last night into this game and just kept going. You can't have doubts. I've been starting pretty much the last 8 or 9 game, whatever, and I feel great every single one of them. And just keep it going. You can't sit down and start thinking of what you're doing wrong or what you should do or shouldn't do. So just keep going.
Just have kind of confidence in what you know you can do.
Oh, absolutely. If I know I can stop the puck, and I have to go out and show it every night and have fun with it.
Now, those shoulders that you got there, they're pretty big, and it looks like for the playoffs, this is something you're going to have to carry this team, because it seems like anytime I've watched playoff hockey, the guy in the mask is the one that's kind of like the decision maker on who's going to win, who's going to lose. You feel up to the task here?
It's every single one in the locker room who got the same weight on their shoulder, and everybody want to win as much as me when playoffs start. So it's not about one guy, it's about winning hockey games, and of course everybody have to play good.